All right, people. Um, Alex, my introduction 2.0. So, you gotta hurt his ego, man. That's pretty much the the untold truth about this is that you have to hurt his ego. Point blank, period. You have to hurt his ego. And the reason why I made this video is because for two reasons. One, coincidentally, I got that same questions from two of my clients today. One from my online course, Psychological Dealing with Attraction. I got somebody emailed me. He was like, Alexis, I saw the section on creating pain, and how is that true? And then one of my clients, who also is in that course, asked me that, and I was like, all right, this is two people the same day. What the fuck? All right, let me give you guys the answer to that, right? So if you guys also want to purchase purchase my coaching sessions or purchase my online course as well, the Psychological Game of Attraction, the link is below. Okay. So also, if you guys want to donate, hit that super chat button. Look, man, in my experience, I'm speaking from my experience and from coaching other guys. The woman who that guys remember the most is the woman who made them feel insignificant. Simple as that. The woman who made them feel like shit. Yeah, yeah. That's the guys that. Thank you, Iris, for the 4.99 donation. That's the guy. That's the woman that the guy would return to. The woman who hurt their ego, who make them feel like fools, who make them feel like shit. Simple as that. Think back in your life of the guys that you were not over, the guys who you had a tough time getting over. Usually they hurt your ego. Usually they affected the way you saw yourself in the mirror. And you might think that hurting somebody's ego makes them never forgive you. But in fact, it makes them never forget you. They may resent the fact you hurt them, but they'll never forget you. In fact, they'll like you. The problem is this. Thank you, Sophia. Is that when you make somebody like you through hurting their ego, there is something bad could happen, which means that they might want to get back with you just to get revenge. In other words, they may want to get back with you simply so that they can feel good about themselves, and then they'll lose interest as soon as you open up. Right? But that doesn't mean that the strategy doesn't work, because if it was genuine, they're gonna stay. Simple as that. And it's a little. It really sucks though, right? Isn't that bad? Isn't that shitty? That to get a guy to really get interested in you, you sort of have to make it feel a little insignificant. For example, you might say, the Lex is like, there's no way this is true because I've gotten guys and I was nice to them. All right, but maybe they thought maybe they thought that you were out of their league. Maybe they thought like, what the fuck? There's no way this girl likes me. And so your friendliness soothes their insecurity. So maybe they were just already insecure around you. And the fact that you're showing them interest makes them feel a little bit secure. Maybe they're just insecure. So yeah, sure. If he's an insecure dude, then yeah, that's gonna work. But if you want a dude who's stable and emotionally, who has a life, who is masculine the way you want him, then that's not gonna work. You're gonna push him away. You're gonna get the dude that nobody wants. So at the end of the day, it's all about inflicting pain, because you got to think about it. The people who are not over their exes are people who were hurt. Just think about that. People who hurt their ego. It takes a lot of effort to forget somebody who hurt your ego. And you think it's counterintuitive. You think that if you cheat on them, that they'll lose interest. Actually, no. I'm not telling you to cheat on them. I'm not saying that, but it's to prove the concept that if you cheat on someone, they'll actually end up loving you more. Like in a toxic way though, but they'll still like you. So if you're someone who's super nice and who prides themselves in never having an argument with your man, those people who say, man, this is a perfect relationship. We never argue. Oh, you're missing out. Oh, you're missing out. Because whenever you show negative emotions, whenever you show anger or any negative emotion. In fact, it makes the person like you more. Yeah, that's how twisted people are. They'll actually like you more if you actually hurt them. It's kind of like this. If you have a friend and you never argue with that friend, or you never had a moment where you guys just snapped at each other, you guys are not real friends yet. Real friends argue with each other and can recover. Real friends do that. But if you have a friend that you are afraid to argue with that friend because, you guys are not that tight, then he is your friend, but you guys are not that tight. Arguments and conflict reveal how a person feels, or arguments and conflict either makes the person like you more or it pushes them away. Simple as that. It's fucked up. So fucked up, I've dedicated a whole goddamn course to this. There's a lot of people who take my course, and they feel a little bad, but then they get used to it. Yeah, they get used to it. They get used to being a little fucked up. Oh, they definitely do. Right? When they're narcissists, I don't think that works. Exactly. That's the exception. Narcissistic people are the exception to the rule. It's kind of like this, right? Let's say you cheated on your guy. Thank you, the Black Erica Kane, for the $10 donation. Let's say you cheated on the guy, right? If you cheat on a guy, the last thing you want to do is apologize, because you're soothing his ego. If you cheat on the guy, what you got to do is break up with him. Simple as that. If you cheat on your guy, what you got to do is break up with him. Think about that. Think about that. It takes away any power he had over you. He can't say, fuck you, bitch, I'm done. No. You're done. So now he has a choice to either let you go or go back. Most likely he's going to go back. Because not only was he cheated on, he was dumped. What the fuck, man? Right? It's kind of like that's happened to me before, where I was with a girl, and I sort of, she knew I was seeing other people, right? And then she texted me, she was like, hey, I didn't know you were seeing other people, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, hey, man, look, man, I think we should not be talking to each other, man, because if this is a problem, then you know what? I think we should just stop talking. So now it reverses the tables on her, because she was hoping that I was going to succumb to her. But when you push him away, you actually hurt her ego. 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute, people. Okay. Sorry, I was reading something. Right. If you guys have any questions, just you could ask questions by doing the super chat. That's how you guys can ask questions like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'll answer it for you guys. Look, let me tell you something, man. If a guy disrespects you in any way, shape, or form, all you gotta do is withdraw. Right? Actually, I'm gonna make a video. How to react to a man's disrespect when you're a man. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna make it tomorrow. But essentially, just withdraw. Just go cold on him until he apologizes, right? So, for example, if yeah, that's one thing. Exactly, you go cold on him. Okay. So what if you got into an argument with him and then he cheats on you? Look, man, I'm sorry, man, but there's no compromise with cheating. There's no compromise. It's like there's no compromise. Once somebody cheats, it's like they just committed a murder. You can't bring him back to life. You gotta proverbially see that as a murder. It's over. He's dead. Out the window. you know. But essentially, though, you have to hurt his ego, girl. That's all I gotta say to you. There's just no compromise. Let me see if Anna asked a question. Oh, I guess Erica didn't ask a question. Um, Look, man, I could say in my life, man, and it's so counterintuitive though, because we have this we sort of think that people have more pride than they do. We think that people respect themselves more than they really do. In reality, no. People actually have a low self image of them. So if you actually hurt the person you think has high confidence, you're gonna be surprised how they succumb to you. It's kind of fucking crazy. It's a little sad too when you see a man who you thought actually was powerful succumb to you like that. This only happens when you hurt their ego. Simple as that. How to hurt his ego? There's a few ways to do it. For example, let him know that he's not your type. You know, it's I'll talk about this on the course, but I'll talk about it here. Like for example, like let's say you meet him on the first date and he sees you and you have a screenshot of a black dude, maybe Mike Tyson, or maybe you have a screenshot of some famous black guy. And then he says, oh, and he's white, he's a white dude. He's like, oh, who's that? Oh, I love the Rock. He's so cute, right? He's a white dude. Automatically, he feels a little insecure. Automatically, as soon as he sees a big black guy walking down the street, he's gonna feel insecure. Automatically. Thank you, Angelica, for the $5 donation. Right. So simply saying that you don't have to say that those are your type, by having the screenshot of it, he can make his own interpretation. Right. It says I did hurt his ego. He got mad. Now I want him back, but he stopped texting me back. Wait longer, man. Point blank period. You never double text. You let him come back. If he never comes back, then fuck it. You just cannot come back, because he might not come back next week or the next week after that, but he might come back next month, or he might never come back. The point is that you initiating the contact will put you in a position of weakness. You know? Look, man, the only time I tell people to text somebody that you want them to text you is when it's just consuming your thinking, is when you just cannot deal with it anymore. And the only way for you to keep moving and do your working life is to get some closure. Then go ahead. By all means. By all means, burn the goddamn shit. By all means, be as needy as you want. Find out yourself. That is the only time I'll tell people to do that. Thank you, Alexandra, for the $9 donation. That is the only time. And I did that myself too, man. And it worked, but she lost interest. It's I can't lie to you guys that did hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it really hurt. It's there's a price to pay for learning all of this stuff, and that price is really, really, really being hurt. It's and the funny thing is that, like, I'm a human being, and you improve on yourself. You improve physically, mentally. You learn new skills. You improve your life, your career. You improve your career. You improve every aspect of your life, and they still don't like you. How do you deal with that? That sure hurts your ego. Like, look, right? It hurts my ego, and look at me, right? I still like her, even though I don't want to go back. But if she offers to come back, will I say no? I think I will say yeah. Fuck her, right? And then I know that if I ever do it again, I'm gonna get over her. It's all ego. I'll be honest with you. It is all ego. But even though it's ego, you can't really. You got to give it time for the fog to really clear up, right? But anyways, and so you sort of you sort of question how compatible you are with people, because you say to yourself, I improved so much, like I'm lucky to sort of get better looking as I age, right? Because I had a baby face. So in my 20s, when I got older, my face got more looked more like quote unquote masculine per se, because I used to have a baby face, and so it's one of those weird blessings. And like I improved my channel, and I got in better shape, dress better, smell better, and fuck, I even draw now. I do art, artist, and getting pretty goddamn good to the point where there's a good projection that I could be a professional artist within 5 years. If, to my standard, but I could easily do it within the next 2 years. And they still don't like you, right? Look at that. Come on. And you guys could think that, like, that he'll forget you if you hurt his ego. Guess what? I haven't. I haven't. I haven't. And I like to think I'm a decently confident person. I like to think that I have things to offer, and it hurt me too. So if it works on me, then what makes that other dude any special? Thank you, Kelly, for the donation. What makes you think that other dude is? No, it's all a front. They're gonna feel hurt, and they're gonna think of you. And when they're with a girl that likes them, and they're with her, he's gonna think of you, because you owe him something. You know what you owe him? You owe him his self-esteem. You took it away, and the only place he could get it is from you. And once you validate him, he's like, "Thank you. Now get out of here. I got what I want." And then he pushes you away. And that's what happens with me. I remember. Look, this is how I know it's ego, because when the last time we saw each other again, I thank you. Hey, we got a new member. The last time we saw each other, it's when I was in Mexico, and it was hurting me a lot. I couldn't deal with the pain. I don't know why. That's why I don't travel that much, because I get homesick when I travel, and things get to me a lot easier. And it got to the point where I just couldn't take it. Like, I was like, I need to know, if like, I need to know if she'll ever call me back. And I was like, fuck it, I'll double text her. I broke my own rule. I double text her, right? Because I never heard from her. We met randomly at a place, and it was a very good interaction. And I'll be honest with you, she looked like she wanted to. I never seen a girl who wanted to get banged as much as that one time. But I was like, nah, like, I'm not gonna chase after her after she was the one to dump me. And so I was waiting. I was expecting to hear from her, and she never did. So it just got to my head too much. I was like, you know what, man? Like, I can't think straight right now. Fuck it. I just need to know if she'll ever call me back. So that's when I was like, you know what? That's when I realized this is the only time you could really break that rule. Whenever it's really affecting you, I just want closure. I want to hear a no. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear a no. That's why you can't be clear with guys. As soon as you're clear about how you feel about them, that certainty will allow them to just forget you. But when they don't know where they are, they're always going to be attached to you emotionally. How do I know this? My own experience, man. And so took her back, and we banged, and I was like, holy, I'll be honest with you, I was like, what the fuck? I can't believe this is really happening. I'm not gonna lie, I was in shock. I was like, this is really happening. Like, was it good? Right? She was like, nah. Anyways, so after everything was done, she looked like she was really down to see me again, and I just sent her back in an Uber, and I was over her. I was like, oh, look at this. I don't feel any emotion for her. I don't. And the day that week, some girl left her underwear in my room. And the day after I saw her, thank you, Millie, for the donation. The day after I saw her, I found the underwear there. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I usually don't text girls after I see them. But I was like, who the fuck is this? And I texted her. I was like, hey, is this your stuff? And she took a whole day to respond. And she was like, no. And I was like, fuck. Right. And then I was like, fuck. Now that looked needy as hell. Right. Because it looked like it was an excuse. And it really wasn't hers. And, and I guess I gave the impression that I wanted something more. I mean, it really wasn't, it really wasn't. But then I texted her, she wanted to hang out, and she didn't. Right. And then I was like, all right, it's over. There you go, it's over. I was able to get over it. Then last week, I went to the museum. And guess what? I fucking ran into that chick. Her. And I was like, fuck, man. And I was like, well, let me try to bang her tonight. And she said, nah. She was like, she's busy. Thank you, Fly, for the donation. So, as you guys can see, it's if this was something that she was doing consciously, like real consciously, I'd be like, fuck, you are good at this. I should hire you to work with me. But it's not conscious. She just doesn't like me. Right? And so it hurts my ego. And with guys, when you do this to a guy, you think that they're going to forget you because they respect themselves. It's not about respect, man. It's about having a desire and not being able to have it. Your mind goes crazy. It goes crazy. It wants that. It's kind of like when you're craving a meal. The more you crave it, the more you want it. Once you have it, the craving is gone. It's one of those things, man. But the thing is this, right? The only way for this to really work with guys, you have to have it. He has to really like you. Like there has to be a genuine connection. And we find those people once or twice a year. We find those people. And the key is to not fuck it up. That's all. Because when you do this with the people who really like you, it will work. It's just will. It's inside of them. There's something about you that they like, and if you do this, it will work. It just will. Motherfuckers, man. I teach people this, and it works on me. And I know all of the strategies, all of them, and it works on me. She's not the fucking one. People putting she's the one. She's not the one, man. I don't want somebody who doesn't appreciate me. She doesn't deserve me. Not because she's not worthy, not because she is not a person of value, but if the person doesn't want me, they don't deserve me. There's a million people out there who would who would want me for who I am. Why want somebody who doesn't want you? She doesn't deserve it. Not in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, she just doesn't deserve it. Nor does she care. So it's whatever, and it's important to have an understanding that there are people out there who you're gonna like and who are gonna like you back. You just have to be patient and don't get desperate to try to find it tomorrow. Just focus on improving what you can improve, improving your art, improving your looks, improving your mindset, setting bigger goals, getting your finances right, and things will fall into place. Eventually, you're gonna change. Well, along with that, you're gonna change your thinking. You're gonna change how you feel about things. You're gonna change your perspective. Then you're gonna wake up and realize you haven't thought about her in a few months. You know. Thank you, Wild Pedro, for the donation. And it really sucks. But You know, that's what really gets a guy into it. Not niceness or cruel or sweetness. It's a little bit of cruelness. I guess I gotta like you. You know. But how do you deal with when somebody doesn't like you? Like, how do you deal with it? The way I deal with it is that I ask myself, what good can come from this? What good can come from her not liking me back? And automatically I think of the good, you know, because she's not the best looking person in the world. She's not, you know, like she doesn't have the biggest ass on the planet, nor the biggest boobs, nor the best skin. In fact, she has acne. Yeah, she has nice facial structure, very nice cheekbones, but that's it. Pretty plain looking, but a little bit above average and plain looking. But at the end of the day, it's pretty plain. So why am I still not over her? Because of that, it hurts my ego. It's simple as that, you know. So it's how it works, unfortunately. Um, and um, and it's not a bad thing because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't come up with new concepts. You know, um, it made me realize that I'm more into polyamory than monogamy. You know, that's what I realized. I prefer that better. And the thing is this, man, is that it's very difficult to really comprehend it, but that they're not the only person in the world. Like they're not the only person in the world, Alexis. There's other people out there, prettier people, who like you, who will like you more, and who you'll like more too. Why waste your time with somebody who doesn't want you? Why? Makes no sense. you know and again, it's not when I say she doesn't deserve you, I don't mean she doesn't deserve you like because you're better, but like it's kind of like pizza. Some people don't like pizza, and the people who don't like pizza don't deserve pizza. Why are you wasting your time trying to eat this pizza? Give it to someone who would really like pizza. Exchange it for something else. Go eat your fucking broccolis. Apparently you like broccoli. Go eat the goddamn broccolis. Leave the pizza for somebody who wants it. The pizza's not gonna force somebody to eat it. The pizza's gonna say, fine, then somebody else will get me. You know? All right, people. This is Alex from mindfulattraction.org. If you guys want one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org/Indian coaching. You guys can purchase my online course down on the link below, and she knows it. I'm reading the comments that she knows it about you. I don't know, dude. I don't give a fuck if she knows about this. I don't care. What the fuck am I getting so many messages now? What you're doing is to hit the donation button on the link below. It's right on the chat. You could donate with that. Much brother love. I'm reading the comments. Thank you, Wild Pedro. Thanks for all the knowledge over the past few years on both your channels. Keep the art. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm not coming to Toronto, man. How to hurt his ego. I mean, I already talked about that. Okay. You guys be safe. Thank you, Jessica, for the donation. And me see. Yeah, be safe, people. Oh, I guess who's? Hey, Alex, you can call me Zion. Doesn't that come across as disrespect? What comes across as disrespect? What do you mean? Because I'm what the whole hurting his ego. I mean, it doesn't matter, man. I mean, people have short memories. You know, if you offend someone and you apologize, they'll forgive you. They'll forgive you. People have short memories. You just have to trust that. And if you do something bad and you apologize, they'll forgive you. But the damage has already been done. You know what I'm saying? They still feel that they still feel that you hurt them, and it's not gonna make them lose interest, but they will sort of, how can I say this? They will sort of have a fear that you could potentially leave them. You know? All right, people. You guys be safe and have a great day. Bye bye. No, actually, let me before we leave, light this up. All right, people. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop right now and get some work done, man. I found out that I owe a lot of money to my medical. I owe medical bills. I didn't know that. I didn't know I had medical bills, so now I gotta make a plan how to pay them off this month. That's okay though, man. Can you hurt his ego after you have broken up? Yeah, you already hurt his ego. The word, and it's kind of like, don't you wonder why when you get a boyfriend suddenly, or every other dude wants to hit you up, right? It's because now they have competition. See, competition is all about ego. When the guy competes for you, his ego is on the line. You know, he's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. She needs to say yes to me so that I can feel superior to the other dudes. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why. How do you hurt his ego when he dumped you and he's now chasing? Um, he dumped you. Well, you gotta say, hey, I didn't like the way things ended. How are you gonna make it up? You just ask him to make it up, and the way you make it up is you find whatever that is. You know what AMS does? He makes women lick his ass. Because she's like, fuck, I'm licking this dude's ass. How demeaning that is. You're hurting her ego, right? So you gotta find what that is for you. It's kind of like, you're like, look, man, I didn't like the way you did this to me. How you gonna make it up? And then you find what that is. Say, hey, how about this? Run the streets naked, up and down the block, and then I'll take you back. I don't know. You find whatever the fuck that is, right? And if he doesn't want to make it up, then it means that he isn't really that interested, Fuck Mortal Nation, man. Damn, man, I'm trying to watch my video. All right, whatever. It says, Carl says, Corazón. All right, she wants to go Spanish. Corazón, te quiero mucho. Me has ayudado. Como no tienes idea, la gente es una mierda. Estoy en ese. Hoy me saludo. Respóndeme y me manda un maneje político. Antes hablamos mucho de política. Estoy confundida. Mira, yo no te entendí lo que tú dijiste. Ok, este es un canal de español. No, este es un canal de inglés, no español. All right? It's like, you have the gall to send me a Spanish thing. Come on, people. There's English people here, man. You gotta cater to the crowd. Do that in the Spanish channel. So you say, is telling a guy that it's not going to work because he's too immature, hurting his ego. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, you don't give him an explanation. Just pull away. In fact, just ghost him. I would ghost him. And yeah, when you ghost someone, you piss them off, And whenever somebody gets pissed at you, it's because you hurt their ego. So I would just ghost them and let them ask, why did you leave me. And he just said, dude, man, you were just immature, man. You're just too immature for me. I don't know. I don't know if this is how you are, but you're just too immature. And then that hurt his ego, you know. That does. He's like, oh, how can I make it up? Stuff like that. How do you hurt his ego when you're already in a relationship? Again, you gotta realize that hurting somebody's ego is not about offending them, but making them feel insecure, and or making them feel not as masculine. So that could be you as, like, for example, you just going to a workout class, like a jiu-jitsu class, and tell him you're gonna go to a jiu-jitsu class and saying, oh, there's so many guys there, they know how to fight, it's so cool, and they're so friendly to me. You know, he automatically feels threatened. Automatically feels threatened. In fact, he might even want to join you. He's like, yo, do they have a couples package? Right? Stuff like that, you know. Um, man, what to do if he goes to you first? Then you ghost him too. Look, man, if somebody ghosts you, you're not gonna go after. You're not gonna go after him. Fucking ghost, like you got them a Ghostbuster, man. No, if somebody ghosts you, you let them ghost, and you let them come back. You're not gonna be chasing after no ghost. Not LeBron James. Yeah, if he doesn't contact you after you hurt his ego, then that means he didn't really like you, you know, or he's stubborn. Either way, let it go. You know, and you hurt his ego after he cheats and you broke up like yesterday. Um, I mean, if he cheated on you, I don't know why. I mean, it's over. So don't even ask that question. I'm sorry. You can't compromise with that. You can't compromise when a dude cheats. Don't even ask how do I. It's the first step. Don't even ask me how. Don't even ask how do you deal with it. How do you get over it? That's what you gotta ask. How do don't even like if a guy cheats on you, there is no exception. It's over. It's Lynn Allura said you're amazing. Keep growing and allowing others to grow with you. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Um, I mean, look, man. I always tell people don't delete people from your social media because it looks like they got to you. You know, um, it looks like they got to you. So it's always good. But you know what? With women, I tell guys not to do that, but women, actually, no. I mean, if they ghosted you, then you gotta let them come back. So I wouldn't delete them. I wouldn't delete them because what's really going on is that what's funny is that when you don't delete a dude, for example, let's say he ghosted you and you don't delete him, you're essentially telling him, dude, I don't care you left. I care so little that I still kept you as a friend. Think about that. Think about that. It's actually kind of funny how that works. It's kind of crazy. I've had women ghost me, and the fact that they're still watching my stories or watching my videos, it's kind of funny. You know, like I'm like, huh, interesting. Like you ghosted me, and yet you still watch my stories, or you still, like you still follow me. And I could see how that could really make a guy bitter because it's kind of like he'll say, "Man, fuck this bitch, man. She cares so little that she's still my friend on Facebook." You know what I'm saying? Hurting people is a slow murder. All right. All right. So let me see. Let me see if there's anything that's all right, people. After this $10 donation, I'm gonna be leaving. All right, because I'm trying to get out of here, but I want to finish the 10 thing so I could enjoy this. Because I didn't want to smoke and be making this video. I have a video that I want to watch, but you guys are fucking it up. You know, the video that I want to watch is a let me see what video is it? Is a Gordon Ramsay video and then an Elgin Baylor video. I like watching old school basketball. Let's see, one second. Again, guys, to get your questions answered 100%, you could just donate like even $2 and I answer it. I'm in no contact with this guy for almost 2 weeks. Today he sent me a hi. I answered, and then he said, "Send me a political message. I'm confused. Will we used to talk political help me. I've been on contact with a guy for almost 2 weeks. It depends. If you were the one that initiated the, all right. I'm reading the comments right now. I like this vibe. I like this vibe too. Why are you taking? I never took comments off of Instagram. Let me see. Let's see.